Okay, so this is the problem about in the problem set for the week about finding the testing the difference between AM scores and PM scores in the stat course. So there's two sets of scores. These are the PM students, the AM students, the way they gave them to us. And the claim they're trying to test is test claim that the PM section did significantly better than the AM section. So what I'm seeing is a one-tailed test. And the way they have this set up, they have the afternoon scores as X1. So if I think about it as the first population as being the PM scores, the second population being the AM scores, I'm going to set up my hypotheses like this, HO. I'm gonna do it as if they're equal. So the mean of the PM scores are equal the mean of the AM scores, and then the alternative hypothesis is they want to test the claim that the PM scores are greater than the AM scores, the mean of the AM scores. Okay, I know these are independent samples. Number one, because there's more than they aren't the same sample size in each, so they can't be paired across, and it would make sense that the same person would be taking an AM class and a PM class of the same course. So I know these are two independent samples, so I want to use the two sample t-test on your graphing calculator. On the Rossman chance applet is where I'm going to show you, because now that I've got HO and H1 set up and I know my claim, and I'm assuming these are random. Do they tell me it's random? They don't say that, so I guess that's an assumption I'm going to have to make. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select the data. Notice that I'm not selecting the headings. I mean, probably the headings would work, but since I'm copying and pasting it right into the applet, so whoops, let's go back up there. So I've got those selected. I'm going to Control C or Command C if you're on a Mac, and then go to your Rossman chance applet or whatever applet you want to use. I really like this Rossman chance applet. And I'm going to go with two means. I'm going to paste my data in. I got to clear out what's in there. But click inside that data box, sample data box, and just Control V it or Command V, and you see how it sets it up as a nice two-column thing. I'm going to use the data, and it shows me I'm not seeing any outliers. I'm not seeing it. They look fairly well. They don't look too skewed. Sample sizes are a little, well, I guess 30 for group 1, 22 for group 2 is a little small, but I'm not seeing any outliers, so I think it's safe. As long as this is a random sample, it's safe to use this. So then I got to set up my my significance test. So I got to make sure that I click test the significance. HO is always, remember I set this up as they were equal. So if I subtract the left hand, right, let me come back to my paint. If I subtract the mean of the AM scores from both sides, thinking about algebra, that would be equal 0, and that would be greater than 0. So I'm just going to make sure I select a right-tailed test. I'm going to calculate it. Notice I set a right-tailed test. I'm getting that little tail area. So I'm seeing a test statistic of 2.78. I'm seeing a p-value of 0.004. Pretty small p-value. So as far as, so that's using the applet to get your answers. I think that's where people are having trouble. Pretty straightforward, much easier than using the formula. And then, so I'm going to reject HO because I have a small p-value. I might as well finish this while I'm at this. So I'm going to go pull up, let's see here. I'm going to go to week 10. I probably have it on my computer, but some people are saying they're having a hard time seeing it. Let's see, let's scroll down, testing helps. I'm going to open this up. This is from in the week 10. At least this is summer 2017. It was in the week 10. So was my original claim equality? Was my original claim HO? Well, no, it wasn't. It was H1. So did I reject HO? Oh, I sure did. I had a nice small p-value. So my conclusion is going to be the sample data supports the claim that let's see, where was that? Supports the claim that the PM class, where they were that on average scored higher than the A in class. That's the claim that this test is supporting. Okay, so hopefully that, and if we look at this, see, for me, I would go with this one. The difference in mean scores is large enough to suggest this difference is due to something more than random variation, which is what when you reject HO, that's what you're saying. So hopefully this will help you run this applet.